Take a step outside and seize the day now.
Watch how we change this into this. All right, so we're back from Punta Cana. It's cold here in Murrells Inlet. A big shout out to our butler at the Majestic Mirage, Eliza. Thanks for taking care of us while we were there. But we're already missing the warm weather and beautiful beach. It is freezing here, as you can see. We are in winter. But since it's winter, that means it's time for another home improvement project. If you remember last year, we put in the patio with the fireplace. And this year, we're gonna do a walkway. That's right, we're gonna extend the patio and create a walkway right along the side of the house to the front driveway. So our plan is to use the same product that we used here in the patio. We're gonna use Tremron stones and match it up so you'll have the same color that you see here, and that will extend out to the front of the house. So the crew should be here soon, and the first step will be, of course, to dig up the side of the house, and then the pavers will go in. And to do this project, we're working with Outdoor Kreations and Danny and his crew. Let's meet them. And of course, we have our favorite contractor here to do this project.
Hi everybody, I'm Joseph with Outdoor Kreations here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. We are here with Steve Scadori and his lovely wife, and we are here getting ready to do a second project. We've already done a backyard outdoor living space, and today we're going to do a paver walkway. We're going to do a trash can little pad and also a little seating area in the back. So we're right here with Travel with NJ Steve, and we're getting ready to rock and roll with our second project. Follow us and see how the project turns out.
And I know it's going to be another great one. Is our favorite guy Danny and his crew?
Yeah.
Wow, looking good, working hard already.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now the first step was to put out the blocks for the retaining wall. This will be used to level the walkway. Then the next step was to cut out the pathway. Any irrigation pipes that were cut are repaired as part of the project by Outdoor Kreations. All right, so I think the crew took a break for lunch, so let's go over and take a look and see how things are coming. So these blocks that are stacked up here, as we've said before, these are gonna be part of the retaining wall, because again, this is sloped, so we have to make it level. That's the whole idea. And they've come along pretty well. Unfortunately, it looks like the irrigation pipe runs right under where the walkway is supposed to go, so hopefully this can just be moved. It's flexible. Hopefully it can be moved over to the side and not be underneath the bricks. We'll have to ask about that. But this is hard work. They've been doing this all by hand, pulling out huge slabs, stones, and unfortunately there's a lot of roots here too. And cutting through the roots has got to be a bear, but it looks like they're doing it. They're getting it done. Okay, day one is complete. Let's see what they did. So they cut it out. This will be our new paver walkway. This will all be leveled, so no more slope. And it's going to come all the way around. And it keeps going. You can see the irrigation pipes which were exposed, and they'll have to be moved. And they also extended the patio a little bit. So there'll be an extra little patio here that will put some table and chairs, and everything will match to the patio here, be the same stones, and should be pretty nice. So tomorrow they're gonna come back, put in the leveling blocks. They'll probably bring in some limestone for the base and build everything up. Okay, so it's day two of the project of the paver sidewalk, and looks like our pavers are here today. They finished cutting everything out yesterday, as you just saw, and today hopefully some of the pavers will go down. But right now we're getting a delivery.
And right after that, we received a delivery of limestone, which will be the base for the pavers.
All right, so just 10 minutes after the supplies arrived, the crew is back and they're back to work. So the first step is they're moving the limestone from the front driveway area to the back here to begin forming the base for the pavers. So what they'll do is fill in the areas that were dug out yesterday with the limestone, then come with a machine to flatten it down, pat it down, make it strong, and then they can put the pavers right on top of that.
Now, fortunately, the irrigation pipes did not have to be moved, and the limestone was placed right over them.
Okay, so we're making progress here. Danny's working hard. Is this the part of the retaining wall? Is that what this is? And this will be like supported so it doesn't slide. Okay, great. Wait, go away. Okay, great. Looks good. Looks good so far. Yeah, very good. Very good. Okay, so what's happening next is the pavers are starting to go down, and the border of the walkway will go over those retaining blocks that were placed first. Let's take a look. And you can see there's glue that's fastening the border to the retaining block underneath. And that should help keep it from sliding, keep it intact. That's the whole idea.
After the crew was done gluing the soldier border to the retaining blocks, the center pavers were put in place.
Okay, it's getting into the afternoon. Let's see how things are going. Let's take a quick sneak peek. That's looking good. Lots been done. But of course, everything doesn't fit perfectly, so you have to cut and saw sometimes. You can see they're making it like a curve, which is very nice. And they moved the drain underneath the walkway. So you can see how the drain's going to come from the house under the walkway and come out on this side. This way there'll be no washing over the patio or over the walkway. But it's taking shape. You can see it's going to be a lot better than walking on the uneven ground. The slope is gone. This will be nice and flat. And looking good, and it does match the patio nicely in the back. Okay, so the sun is setting on work day number 2. Let's go around and see where everybody is. Here's everybody in the backyard, all working hard to try to get this done. Another diverted drain. There's Danny working hard and his crew. And got the whole crew back here putting everything together. See, this is elevated a little bit since we're sloped down here. But it's looking good. I'd say it's 3/4 of the way done. So just talked to Danny, who's kind of the foreman on the job here, and he's going to be coming back tomorrow with his crew to finish up because they're not going to be able to finish the whole thing today. Plus, they still need a connection for the irrigation hose over there. So tomorrow, hopefully this job will be done. Hey, good morning. It's day 3 of the project to build the walkway. It's freezing here in Murrells Inlet. I think you can see my breath. It's 35 degrees, which is cold. So let me show you what's left to be done, and they should be finishing up today. So one thing is the soldier border, which is the border around the edge, needs to be completed, and they need to meet up the new patio area to the old patio area. So this will have a soldier border to make it look nice and neat. And then on the corner over here, they have to finish cutting because it's a rounded corner, as you can see. It's rounded, and so they have to finish cutting some of the blocks, some of the pavers to make it nice and round and smooth. And they also have to finish putting in the drainage. You can see we're running a drain from the drain pipe underneath the walkway, and it'll go out to this area here, and that's got to be finished up. Some soldier border here needs to be done, and this part looks pretty good. And then as you come along here, we'd like to put like a little pad here for the garbage can. These are some of the plastic pieces which will go on the end of the drain pipe to pop up down in the yard. And they still have to finish back here, unfortunately. The pipes are still not connected. So they got to put these pipes back together before they can put the pavers in this area. But it is coming along, and hopefully it will be done by the end of today, day number 3. And then we'll have to turn on the sprinkler system to make sure that everything works, because that's always the issue. I guess if we had a choice, we would have done all this before the irrigation system was put in, but you know, that was 10 years ago when we bought the house. So that'd be my suggestion, is if you're going to do a project like this, hardscaping, do it before the irrigation goes in if you can. Okay, I hear a lot of noise outside, so I think the crew's here for day number 3. Let's go outside and see what they're doing.
Can't wait to have a safe walkway on the side of the house.
So it looks like he's cutting to make the edge around the corner here rounded. That's going to look nice. So that's going to look nice. Instead of a square corner, it's going to be a curved corner. They add a little bit of interest to the walkway.
So after a few hours of additional work on day number 3, the job was done.
Okay, so the job is done. Let me show you what they did. All right, so one thing is they're coming back Monday to pick up the leftover stones and to fix the irrigation system. But you can see how beautiful the walkway is. No more sloping as we walk going across. This is 3 foot wide, and I'll put a link below to the name of the stone that we have. It's a Tremron stone. What was the name of the stone? Do you remember?
Tremron.
Tremron. What was the name of the glacier? I think it was.
Stonehurst.
Oh, Stonehurst by Tremron. And they put this pad here for the garbage can. That was kind of like just thrown in, which was nice. And they made it level, so you don't have to drag the can over a big hump, and we can just wheel it right up along the pathway. And then the path continues along here, and everything's nice and level. No issues with falling to the side. Come around. They diverted the drainage, goes underneath and comes out over there with a pop-up. And you can see there's a nice curve here. And this is the additional patio space. I'm going to put like a little table out here, and you can see how this all goes. Looks great. And this is the original patio and fireplace that was done about 1.5 years ago by the same crew.
Now Joseph, the owner of Outdoor Kreations, did come back to make sure that the irrigation system was working correctly.
So we definitely have to say thank you to Joseph at Outdoor Kreations and Danny and his crew. They did another great job. We're very pleased, and we would highly recommend them. And we'll put a link below with their number if you guys are interested at all. So until next time, safe travels.